Official partners of WSC are...
As long as you are on my arm, I'll always keep you safe from harm. I want you to be my bride and sing, sing, sing along while I'm walking. Here, here, here is your love, girl. Here, here, here is your love. Well, you're gonna go somewhere. I've got a lot of love to give. I've got a kiss for your name on.
Williamson is 10 times the world champion. Bax and Stupilis, they've done it again. Unbelievable. Marvin van Lukenes certainly deserves the red plate. And what an incredible sport this is. Fast, high and spectacular. Unbelievable.
This youngster.
3 victories in a row here at Kremlin.
Etienne Bax, Casper Stupilis then take the win.
Keep fighting and stay strong, mate.
Koenhammer's Nicolas Mousset, double victory. It's victory to them. WSC is back and we're here at Jinin in the Czech Republic for the opening round in a 4-round World Championship which will see 12 races across 3 countries to decide who will be the 2021 World Sidecar Motocross Champions. Those champions, the former champions, are here, all very, very reflective indeed, none more so than Etienne Bax.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. We're happy to be back racing GPs. Yeah, it's been a while, you know. We have been racing national races for 1.5 years now, and it's just completely different than a GP. I must say I'm quite nervous at the moment, and yeah, it's been a while, but I'm looking forward, and hopefully we can make a good weekend.
Yeah, we are okay. Yeah, it's a long time ago, like you say, so we are very surprised what it will bring. So we are very excited to be here again on the World Championship, and we are ready for it.
Actually, I'm very excited, especially because here in Czech, last year we rode here an international race, a Czech Championship. And it's good to start on a track well prepared and a very technical track. I asked myself where we are after a lot of practice, and the other teams how they made progress in the last 2 years.
Well, the feeling is quite good at the moment. Yeah, we changed a lot on the bike, and together with the passenger, the team is just great at the moment, and yeah, I'm really looking forward.
Yeah, feeling really happy. It's amazing to be back racing at the World Championship again on a really decent track. The trip over here was not such a problem. A lot of paperwork, but we're here, so we'll see how we get on going home after, but at least we're here.
Indeed, they all are here. It's been a long time coming, but this track at Jinin laid out then. First time I've been here or witnessed a GP on this circuit, but it's been well established over many years in a beautiful woodland part about 100 kilometers south of the capital, Prague. Let's take an in-depth look at this track then with our very own Bradley Hicks.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what we'd like to do is me and Andre Chermak here, we're going to show you a track walk here at Jinin. We're going to go from 3 spots, starting off here on the starting gate, looking up towards that perilous turn 1. Andre, from the gate up towards there, how do you find position on the track?
I think it's every time it's the start place. It's so important and so nice place for the spectators and for the drivers to see and to go up to the hill. And I think here it's an amazing place because I think fast people or fast riders are be on the top, and in the second corner again go fast teams to down, and I think for spectators and for the fans it's so amazing moment.
Absolutely. I'm not even going to be on the bike and it looks scary to me, so I don't know how you're going to do it.
Yeah, exactly. I remember many times it was so tough moments, and I remember also with my brother we had two times so big ratio up the down.
So we're still in the first half of the circuit, but we have come to a very difficult corner indeed. Andre, tell us a little bit about the approach to the corner and how you'd navigate the corner as well.
Yes, behind us it's a nice corner because it's every team, so riders have to go from the big speed down and to follow the sharp corner before the big jump, and I think I remember many times was nice overtake it on this place.
Okay, so now we're just a short way further up the circuit than where we were previously, but you can really see how challenging this tabletop jump is here. Andre, just tell us about the challenges of this jump.
Yeah, it's the biggest jumps on the track, and I think for the people, if they be next to the jump to see how it's nice on the air, the bikes, and I think be interesting for the teams also, because after this jump it's also big speed to the next corner, and I think be amazing again. Nice place.
It certainly will. Now it's time for you to watch it in a real race situation. Thank you so much for joining us on the track walk.
No problem.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Super.
Well done, Bradley. A very detailed explanation. Andre Chermak, of course, with Julian Veldman this year. A new format for 2021, 3 actual Grand Prix races. The draw to get the qualifying groups A and B. Riders split into 2 groups as usual, but there was no and there will be no formal qualifying race to take your place on the grid. The qualifying determines your gate position for the 3 Grand Prix races. So qualifying even more vital, but they do get an extra race. That means that we have 12 races across the 4 rounds to score championship points. So it's not a shorter season by any means. We've still got 12 Grand Prix races. That made qualifying all the more important. Veldman and Andre Chermak with their CPD chassis looking good. Everyone here very focused. Kurt Varick with Larry Kunas alongside. You've heard all the crews say it's been a long time away. It's been a long time away for all of us. We're all a bit ring rusty, me included. Daniel Willemsen here with Rodolphe Le Breton, a French passenger this weekend. Will they be together for the entire season? Only time will tell. Well, that's how they line up. Eddie Bax came out top of the pile. He'll get first grab of the gate. Marvin van Lukenen, Koen Hermans, Glenn Janssens. Veldman is there. Van Verven with Ben van den Bogart this year. Varikun Kunas in there. Coben, Nicky De Bruyne. The next group then, will they get on the front row? Yes, they will. We'll get 20 across the front row, that's for sure. Jake Brown and Joe Millard, the only British crew to make the trip. Are they going to have luck this weekend? We shall see. And the rest of the numbers, local Czech crews. Race 1 then forming up. This is what it's all about, the first of 3 races here at Jinin in the Czech Republic. Etienne Bax with Nicolas Mousset this year. And Bax looking to retain his title, but self-confessed nervous. Everyone's nervous. They're bound to be. They've been a long time away. Koen Hermans, Glenn Janssens, the number 3 crew. Number 11, Van den Verven, the big, burly Dutchman. Teamed up this year with Ben van den Bogart, multiple championship-winning passenger. 14, Justin Kuban with Nicky de Bruyne. A lot of new pairings. It's been a very, very changeable time over the closed season. Expect big things from Kuban, of course. The Dutch-Belgian pairing there. Local man, Luca Czerny. Luca Czerny riding the Java, as they call it over here, that's for sure. Jawa, as we would say maybe in the UK, but the number 25 crew. And Bastien Chopin, his French passenger. The 31 crew, Julian Veldman and Andre Cermak on the CPD chassis with mega engine power. The Austrian-built mega two-stroke. Good to see different chassis, good to see different engines. Number 26, the Czech Bukal brothers, Jan and Pavel Bukal. Went very well here last year when we had a couple of Czech championship rounds. So expect big things from them. The Czechs, of course, on home ground there. Marvin van Lukena this year teamed up with Robbie Bax. What a formidable pairing they are going to be. Kurt Varrick and Laurie Kunis, as I say. The hard-charging, the Finnish passenger. Rode with his brother, of course, there. Daniel Willemsen, 10 times a world champion, with Rodolphe Le Breton. A somewhat apprehensive young Frenchman, I would say. Getting a punt in the back of the legs from the number 18 crew of Marco Heinze and Rudy Betzard. Certainly 2 rows on this grid, and the secret will be possibly to get in behind a quick man and go with him. Just hope he gets away. If he doesn't get away, Davy Sanders and Johnny Bader with his French passenger, a Belgian-French pairing. It's when you get a bit nervous, when the thing doesn't fire up. Everybody's going to be nervous, that's for sure. Jake Brown, Joe Miller. Stuart Brown, of course, who finished off last season, Jake's father in such style, winning comprehensively in Germany. Number 4 crew, Fabian Hoffmann, Marius Strauss on the far right, which is the complete opposite to the slot which Etienne Bax has chosen. He's on the right as you look at him, and Hoffmann on the far left as you look at them. You can clearly see the 2 rows there. We are here also courtesy of financial assistance from Visit Czech Republic, tantamount to the Czech Tourist Board, who are very interested in getting big crowds here. We're smack in the middle of the holiday season. There's been camping, there have been all sorts of offers. We've got live TV across the entire weekend. 15-second board showing. This is when the nerves get really, really frayed. Fabian Hoffmann, the number 4, looking at that gate. Do not touch the gate. Your section will not go down if you touch it. 5-second board, the girls move away into the closing fractions, and away they go. And it's a good charge up now. Formidable looking hill, but already a massive tangle. That looks like Davy Sanders caught up there. Davy Sanders, Lillian Copps with Paul Horton on the left-handed sidecar. Oh, ouch, ouch. You can feel somebody there. Oh, Davy Sanders. That is not the way to start. Poor Johnny Bader seemed to get the worst of it there, but who is it up the hill? Let's have a look. Leaping, it's Marvin van Lukena. Marvin van Lukena, Robbie Bax take an absolutely terrific start. Luca Czerny going well. The number 25, red and white, Czech crew. The air horns are going here. That Java fast as well. It's Veldman in second place, Veldman and Cermak. So we've got Czechs second and third in this race. There's Etienne Bax. Etienne Bax, Nicolas Mousset, still of course carrying the red plate as a result of their championship win from the 2019 season, would you believe? I have to think, because we had no World Championship Sidecar Motocross last year. There were several rounds here in national competition, and indeed in Holland they had. You heard Etienne Bax say that we've been riding in national events, but it's not the same thing, and of course it's not the same thing. So much at stake in World Championship racing. Bax then high over that jump. Look at Van Lukena. Van Lukena, what a brilliant passenger he's got in Robbie Bax. That is absolutely unmistakable. What a pairing that is going to be. Already the dust beginning to kick up here. Quite a warm day here in Jinin. 82 Bax. Ahead of him, Veldman and Cermak. So Bax has made his way past Czerny. Luca Czerny then enjoying huge support here. He and Bastien Chopin have been working together over the winter. They raced here in several events, not at this track, but in the Czech Republic, in the ill-fated 2020 season. Gert van Verven is sitting there in a good, strong position as well. Here he comes, the burly Dutchman. Behind him, Daniel Willemsen, Rodolphe Le Breton, throwing it through the left-hander. The wheel riding, the sidecar wheel riding up over the berm as they chuck it in. It's already building up here. A good turnout of spectators. Exciting stuff. Over that massive jump into the skyline, it seems. Gert van Verven with none other than Ben van den Bogart alongside. And if that doesn't help him on his way to a good championship position, I've no idea what will. Daniel Willemsen having a look then on the back of Van Verven. Daniel Willemsen back for more. This man just loves his racing, and of course very much involved in WSP, his company designing the bulk of the chassis, designing and manufacturing the bulk of the chassis that are out there. You got it wrong that time though. Over the top. If there's one criticism of this Jinin track, is there is very little room to overtake. It's good and wide on the start-finish straight, as you might expect, but it obviously conforms to the FIM regulations in terms of minimum width. But it's a tight one, so he had no alternative but to give Gert van Verven a bit of a punt there, chuck him wide into the loose stuff. But Willemsen is on his way. That is how you win World Championships. You get stuck in, no holds barred, no quarter arse, none given. Willemsen, Rodolphe Le Breton. They've obviously been training together. They know each other quite well. Daniel Willemsen went through a period in 2019 where he was possibly unsettled in terms of passenger choice. That's the politest way I can put it. And but now I think he has indeed settled. He certainly seems to have settled. Koen Hermans. Number 3, the dark blue. Glenn Janssens alongside Koen Hermans now. Number 3, there they are. Yellow helmets, blue strip. They too have found their way past Gert van Verven, Ben van den Bogart. It's been a long time off, 18 months without championship racing, and everyone's put on a few pounds, I think. There's been an awful lot of not sitting at home, but not too much physical activity. So race training is a very difficult thing to achieve without actually racing. Look at this, front of the race, Marvin van Lukena, Robbie Bax, perfection personified. They mean to reclaim the championship they lost to Etienne Bax, and they look in this form, although it's early days. This is race 1 of 12 in our 2021 season. There you are, visit Czech Republic. And we are visiting the Czech Republic, and we come back here for the finale to Kremlin, not to this track, but to Kremlin, which is a well-established traditional circuit, which I absolutely love. And I will be there as well. Bradley Hicks will be there, who Bradley is doing most of our on-track work and our commentaries and live stream throughout the season. That fixed camera position there giving you a real bird's eye view of them as they chuck it round Veldman through and round there. On the final lap then, race 1 here at Jinin. There's no mistaking Marvin van Lukener and Robbie Bax have got this one.
It's a dominant display which kickstarts their season.
Very, very nicely gets them off to a cracking start with good points. And in many cases, with each round carrying 3-point scoring opportunities, I like the format. Checkered flag then for Van Lukener and Robbie Bax. Racing time 36 minutes and their advantage over Veldman 4.1 seconds. Bax, Mousset, 10 seconds adrift in third. Well, the boys enjoyed that, didn't they? And quite right too. What a great ride by Veldman and Cermak. Cermak on local ground, of course, kick-starting his season really, really well. Etienne Bax and Nicolas Mousset third, congratulating, but I can tell you what, they will not be happy with that. Confirmation, Van Lukener, Veldman, Bax, there's your top 3 in race 1. Journey Willemsen fought through, we saw him fighting his way through, and what a great job he was doing as well. Hermans and Janssen 6th, they won't be too happy with that, but 2 more races to come. Varek, Bukal on home ground, the Czech boys, really, really well done. The crowd very, very supportive here. They absolutely love their Sidecarcross here in the Czech Republic. So the top 10 with Heinze and Betchart from that far left grid position, getting in the top 10. Jake Brown and Joe Millard, well, they've got 2 more races. They won't be too happy with 11th, but at least they've got some points on the board, which is more than can be said for all the guys below 15th place. Hoffman, Marius Strauss, they were far left on the grid as well. 18th place, so you can see how difficult it was to pass on this Jinin track. Well, race 1 all done and dusted. Etienne Bax third. Will he be happy with that?
I cannot say that I'm disappointed because third is not too bad to start, but yeah, of course we come for a win, and we could not make it happen. The start was not that bad, but must be better, you know, and you need to have a good start here to win a race, and we need to keep that in our mind for tomorrow, and that we will for sure do. We'll make some small changes in the evening, and you know, we need to fight back tomorrow, and that is our plan, but it is what it is. We are third now, and we take good points for the championship, so we must look from both sides.
How does it feel to open World Championship season at home?
Yes, I think everybody can be happy if we are here and we can start with the races this year, because last year it was nothing. And on the home race, yeah, that every time it's nice to look to spectators, to Czech fans, how we are, and now in this moment we feel together with Julian so good. The technique are still powerful, and we hope to be better and better and make a competition on the podium always how we want.
Perfect, I think so. We know already that the start was very important, so we take the whole shot, and so yeah, I think 80% of the race, and we can hold it to the finish. So yeah, for the first race, very good.
Was there any particular moment when you felt it that, okay, this race is ours, they're not going to catch us?
No, you know, it's yeah, it's difficult till the finish. So with the slowly riders, it's not so easy to pass. So we are always scared. With the slowly riders, you can lose so much time. Yeah, but it was good to the line. So we are very happy.
As long as you are on my arm, I'll always keep you safe from harm. I want you to be my bride and sing, sing, sing along while I'm walking. Here, here, here is your love, girl. Here, here, here is your love. Well, you're gonna go somewhere. I've got a lot to love to give. I've got a kiss with your name on.
Welcome all you WSC fans. We're here in the beautiful South Bohemia region of the Czech Republic, courtesy of Visit Czech Republic, part of the official Czech tourist board. We had a race out at the track yesterday, lots of mixed conditions, lots of action, but a huge crash involving Davy Sanders, his French passenger Johnny Badair, English passenger Paul Horton and his driver Ian Cobbs.
I just bad back at the gate. I should know that on the right there was Jake Brown, and the left was where was that? Sanders. They collapsed, and I couldn't go anywhere. Just couldn't avoid it, so we went over it. And after that, it was hard working back to the field. It was, I think, a half a lap distance between us, but we managed to get a good pace. It's not bad that the weather is worse. Makes more opportunities for us. We don't have a very good spot at the start, so if something happened with the start, maybe it's an advantage for us.
It certainly was hectic, and they weren't the only ones in trouble.
And obviously there's not many of us here on the left chair. It was just really, really difficult to get any lines, and in the practice we even struggled. Everything. It has been a hard start to the year, really. Now to this World Championship. I mean, obviously last year, 2019, it was so much easier. There was more left chairs, but it was difficult yesterday. Really tough.
Daniel Willemsen was going well, had a good ride. Justin Kuban and Nicky De Bruyne, they had a hard fight too.
Yeah, the suspension, not in the front but in the back, something broke, and we could not finish the race. It was really not cool because we were riding on a comfy place, I think 7 or 8, and I think it was really possible to finish in top 10 place. So it was really not cool to end the race like that.
A new format this year, 3 races, so 2 races on the Sunday. And this is race 2 then. Lots of guys needing to do better this time. A brilliant performance yesterday by Marvin van Lukenen. He was absolutely fantastic. He and Robbie Bax, unbeatable. Varek had a good ride. He and Larry Kunas, the number 6 crew. They were strong yesterday. And can they do more today? This man has come into the 2021 season with a completely different mindset. He means business. Daniel Willemsen with Rodolphe Le Breton, his French passenger, the multiple world champion Willemsen, just enjoying his racing as much as ever. And he and this young Frenchman certainly seem to have gelled here at Jinin in the early days. 31, well, what a ride they had. Julian Veldman, Andre Chermak, the local boy, just brilliant. Brought it home to 2nd place, hoping for a better result this time. I wonder, can they pull it off? And there, Kuban and Nicky De Bruyne. We heard the passenger speaking just moments earlier. Nerves and tension absolutely on a knife edge at the moment. Very wet and muddy first thing. Gert van Verven there, number 11, riding this year with Ben van den Bogart. And if you can't win races with Ben van den Bogart, you're never going to. Etienne Bax and Nicolas Mousset looking somewhat reflective. Best they could do yesterday was 3rd, and by their standards, not good enough. 5-second board then. We are ready here at the start of race 2, and the gate goes, and away they go, up the hill. Mud on the camera lens. Overnight rain and a bit of watering to keep the dust down as well, but the track conditions really, really good. If there's one criticism here at Jinin, it's a very difficult track to pass. You can see it gets quite narrow once you get off the... Oh, and already a big upset there. No, that looks like Cobbs and Horton again. The number 98 crew. What is going on with those guys? Seem to get tangled up off the start. They've got a left sidecar. and that might be a factor. But out the front, it's business as usual. Let's have a look. Let's try and pick up who's at the sharp end. There you can see Van Verven. Oh, that's a disaster there already for Koen Hermans. Koen Hermans having got tangled up in the fencing by the look of it. You imagine 30 crews on this sort of going. How tough do you want it? There, Veldman and Cermak, the number 31. It's Willemsen leading though. Willemsen out there, number 111. And Varick, very strong. I saw the yellow helmets of Bax and Mousset charging. Look at them going over the jump, making their way through now. Bax still carrying the red plate, of course, because of his success in 2019. And there, Varick and Kunas, number 6, looking so determined. Still out in front, though. It's Willemsen. Veldman in second place. There, the Dutch master, 31 Veldman in second place. So, Koen Hermans still trailing the tape. It is indeed bits of the fence wrapped around him, but they're on a charge. Willemsen now coming under pressure from Julian Veldman and Andre Cermak. It's Van Lukener. It's Van Lukener, I beg your pardon. Van Lukener's got some tape as well. So he and Hermans obviously went off through the fence. So he's got some fence tape. Either that or it's the perspex from his roll-off goggle protector. That could well be it. Very difficult to see, but look at this now. A freight train with Daniel Willemsen at the head of the bunch and the other guys chasing through. 1, 2, 3, out they come. Van Lukener. Then it's Bax and Mousset in 4th place. First race winner, the number 2 crew, Van Lukener and Robbie Bax. And they are now queuing up behind Daniel Willemsen and already out in front. Julian Veldman has taken the advantage and gone ahead, the number 31 crew. They lead, leaping into the sky here. Second place then for Willemsen. Now Van Lukener closing him down. Bax and Mousset on the back of them. Terrific, terrific stuff. If this is what we've got in store over the next 3 rounds, we have Oost in the Netherlands coming up, 3 races there. Then we have Longa in Estonia, 3 races there. And then we come back here to the Czech Republic, the beautiful Czech Republic, for Kramelin, which is a well-established, old traditional motocross circuit, which I love very, very much indeed. Look on the inside, Van Lukener then, trying to find a way past Daniel Willemsen, Rodolphe Le Breton, who's doing an admirable job. Hand in the air for Willemsen. He's got problems. Willemsen has got problems here. Oh, that's a shame. He's definitely got a mechanical problem. I don't know what it is, can't see yet. He's got a puncture, has he? Let's have a look, see if all the tyres are pumped up. Well, there's a mousse in the rear wheel. They don't actually have air in the tubes. Well, a combination of air and a soft compound rubber mousse, which keeps the tyre up in one piece. Times have changed over the years. Technology has changed. The straw having been harvested in the field in the background, waiting in huge round bales. Well, no big round bales on this track. Just lots and lots of action. Justin Kubin and Nicky De Bruyne, number 14. And they're fighting through the number 3 of Hermans and Glenn Janssens. They did have an episode with the fence, there's no doubt about that. And I was quite surprised to imagine they were up into 3rd place. That, of course, was Van Lukener. Not a brilliant start in the opening race for Koen Hermans. He's one man over the years who's been plagued either with mechanical problem or misfortune, but when he's on it, he is fantastically fast. Race leaders then, Veldman and Cermak, much to the delight of the locals here. The air horns are going. He's out there in front, André Cermak. Used to ride with his brother, of course, and they were a very formidable pairing. Van Lukenen seemingly unable to wind in the young Dutchman. He hasn't got long to do it because the checkered flag is in sight. They are on the last lap here, along that back straight, and then the jump towards the gantry, and it's going to be victory here for Veldman and Cermak. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Van Lukenen brings it home second. Nothing he could do about that. That was a wonderful race result. Third place, Bax Mousset, so they'll be pleased with that, but it's another third place, not what they would have wanted. Van Lukenen, brilliant. A win and a second. Likewise for Veldman. Rest of the pack coming over, but at the front it was good. I wonder what Willemsen's problem was. Maybe we'll get to find out. Checkered flag then still being held out after 36 minutes of racing. What a great race that was. So 2 down, 1 to go. Well, the crowd loved it, and so did I. No doubting the winner, though, Veldman and Cermak. Well, brilliant. Let's have a look then. Let's get that classification. There it is, confirmed. Top 3, Veldman, Van Lukenen, Bax, Varric. Daniel Willemsen did bring it home 5th, so he obviously had a little problem there. No idea what it was, but certainly great. Ahead of Van Verven, Kuben, Bukal boys in there again in the top 10. A great result for them. Further down the order, well, I tell you what, Kuben did very well too, didn't he? Cherney as well in the top 10. Fabian Hoffmann and the rest of the guys all fighting. We've still got another race to go, and we're looking forward very, very much to that. Guys, at the end, well, everybody fought bravely here. But if ever there was a man on fire, Daniel Willemsen, did he get out of the gate or what? Fantastic stuff.
We went to the Grand Prix without any practice. Rodolphe came from France, traveled 1,400 kilometers, and we started without practice. And we are both really happy and expected. Yesterday we had a good first heat. Time pressure is good, and we take a whole shot in the second heat today. What can I say? We are both deadly tired, not with that practice and preparation as it should be, but we did give our best to the limit, and we are more than happy.
And so they should be more than happy, but they're not the only ones, eh? What about Veldman? Didn't he go well?
I needed to pass him, and yeah, there was no space. It was uphill with the start. I could follow him, I could close into him, and then on the jump, I jumped on the right of him, and I kind of pushed him out a little bit too hard, so Van Lukenen and Etienne could come with me. So yeah, that was the first one, and then I had Daniel. That was not easy because he know what I think he know what I did with Varric, so he could close the gap there. And then near the pit lane, I saw the gap and I pushed it in. So yeah, it was not on the fair. It was not fair, but yeah, I must do it like that because there's no space, one line. So yeah.
And now they have to do it all over again. Varric and Kunas having a great weekend, starting their season really, really strongly, those boys. And they're going to end up with a cracking result at the end of the day, I can tell you that. Looking very, very good. And Hermans, well, you know, what can he and Glenn Janssens do this time out? Daniel Willemsen, you heard from his own mouth, you know, they're tired, they're struggling, they haven't had the training, but by golly, what a great weekend he's having. Veldman, André Cermak, doing his limbering up, getting his shoulders in place. Justin Kuben there. And his passenger getting the job sorted out. Nicky De Bruyne, of course, his sister, a Grand Prix racer in her own right. Marvin Van Lukenen and Robbie Bax. And of course, Etienne, they're standing back looking, they're scratching their heads a little bit. You know, there's no positive body language from Etienne Bax at the moment. A lot of thinking going on, and they're on this far side again. Right-hand crew of Tom van Lagermaat into 5-second board. Watch the gate then. As I said before, when the gate goes down, you've got a problem. If you hit it, it won't drop. You've got to stay off the gate, and up the hill they go. Who's got the whole shot this time? Oh, Marvin van Lukener, Robbie Bax into an instant lead, but Willemsen as well, gating well. Julian Veltman up the inside, giving Daniel Willemsen a little bit of his own medicine as he shoves him into the berm. We saw Daniel do that earlier. The banner there, Visit Czech Republic. We are here in the Czech Republic, courtesy of the Czech Tourist Organisation, and is their slogan for the 2021 holiday season, where they want to attract as many guests to the beautiful Czech Republic as possible. Commercial over, race on. And Marvin van Lukener, Robbie Bax at the front now. I've got my head in gear. It's been a very difficult thing to get your head round, you know, this opening Grand Prix with so many different team changes, so many different colours. Such a long time away. Everyone gets ring rusty. The riders, the passengers, they haven't had the time on the bike. We haven't had the time in the commentary box. And it takes a little while to get back in the groove, but I think I'm getting there. There's Bax. Bax then with Nicolas Mousset alongside Gert van Verven. And easing through on the big Dutchman. Gert van Verven having a look over his shoulder to see who's coming next. Well, it's Koen Hermans, I can tell you. The number 6, Koen Hermans and Glenn Janssens. Willemsen, van Verven, Hermans, and Varrick. It's Kurt Varrick, I beg your pardon. Kurt Varrick, Larry Kumas, then it's Hermans. Varrick having a brilliant weekend. Thoroughly enjoying their racing, it would seem, this year. This race now settling down into a pattern, but at the front, no mistaking this runaway lead now from the number 2, the 2018 World Sidecar Motocross champion Marvin van Lukener, with Ben van den Bergholt on that occasion, of course. Now with the equally passionate, equally experienced Robbie Bax. The younger brother, of course, of Etienne Bax. And they are fighting their way through. Etienne Bax and Nicolas Mousset still with a bit of work to do. They're slightly below par this weekend by their own standards. They're not cutting the mustard. This man is. Veldman, the rather hilarious nickname of the Frog, because he's long and lanky and he stretches himself out over that CPD mega-powered outfit. Doing a great job, Julian Veldman. If he can maintain this consistency, don't forget, this is the 3rd race of 12, so we've got 9 races remaining in the 2021 truncated season, a somewhat shortened season, of course, because of the vagaries of the COVID. There, Etienne Bax, it looked as though he had a bit of a wobbly sidecar wheel there, but I think that was imagination. He was putting it wide out over the berm, that's for sure. Etienne Bax, Nicolas Mousset, now looking a bit more like their old selves. It will definitely be a lack of time on the bike that is Bax's problem. He's been doing some national championships, and what he didn't do, from my memory, as far as I can recall, he did not come here to the Czech Republic. He did some in the Netherlands. Daniel Willemsen with Kurt Varrick, and there's still Gert van Verven going wide, and he's got a problem. The TM power of van Verven looking as though it might have had enough. Well, I have to say, Willemsen and Rodolphe Le Breton looking good together. That could be the pairing then that goes through the season, unlike the 2019 19 season. Hand out there from Willemsen. His track craft is excellent. He is saying, come on guys, if you want it, you take it. We're going to bring it home for a finish. No cigar maybe and no heroics, but we are going to bring it home for a finish. It's game plan management. And that's what Daniel Willemsen is doing. Koen Hermans and Glenn Janssens moving through then. Past the 10 times champion. The checkered flag is out. Van Lukena over the line. Supreme. So 2 out of 3 for Marvin and Robbie Bax. Almost said Ben van den Bogart then. There it is, Van Lukena, Velman, Kurt Varick third, Bax fourth, well that's good, ahead of Hermans. Willemsen dropped back to 6th place, Bukel, Lefferink, and the rest of the guys coming through. Brilliant. What a Grand Prix we've had.
Well, of course, I'm a little bit disappointed. I expected more of this weekend, but yeah, it's not an excuse, but it's just very difficult to overtake, and that we failed in that. We failed in having a whole shot. So yeah, we started from 4th, 5th place, and we actually stayed there. So it's not easy to pass, but of course it's not an excuse. You know, if you're the best, you can win. So yeah, we were not the best, and we know what to work for, and we will be back stronger next time.
Bax clearly not happy there, but that wasn't the same for everyone.
Before I told you that I was happy with the 3rd place in it, yeah, and today I got overall 2nd, so I'm really happy.
What was missing in the 3rd race for you to get the 1st place?
Well, I had blisters in my hand. No, they were like this. So after 15 minutes I could not hold the handlebar, and I see Etienne need to slow down and then let Marvin go. I was, yeah, it was enough.
Van Lukena overall, what a star he's been.
Yeah, we are so happy. We never expected when we come to here, but we worked so hard for it, and yeah, we make it through. For myself, we had difficult times last weeks with the family, so I'm very happy that we can make it through. Also for my family, supporters, sponsors, thank you everyone. Hard work pays off, so yeah, thank you everyone.
And thank you, and there it is then, Van Lukena, Velman, Bax, that's the top 3, absolutely brilliant. What a ride Varick had as well, Willemsen too, all those guys so strong. The next round comes from the sand of Os. That will be a very, very different story. Can't wait! Hope you've enjoyed it. What a go they gave.
Some men see a path that was laid out before them and ask why. I dream of a path that never was and ask why not. We never stop, still going when you're finished. And even when we bleed, still believe that we can win this. We got what's underneath, you're all about that image. We never even stop at the top, no limits. Champions, and we're the champions. And we're the champions. And we're the champions. So bring it on.
Willemsen is 10 times the world champion. Bax and Stupilis, they've done it again. Unbelievable. Marvin Van Lukena certainly deserves the red plate. And what an incredible sport this is. Fast, high and spectacular. Unbelievable.
As long as you are on my arm, I'll always keep you safe from harm. I want you to be my bride and sing, sing, sing along while I'm walking. Here, here, here is your love, girl. Here, here, here is your love. Well, you're gonna go somewhere. I've got a lot to love to give. I've got a kiss for your name on.
Official partners of WSC are